Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today, Midweek Magic, we got Avatar The Last Airbender. At last, so we are definitely jumping right in. I really like the timing of this. They get us to jump in right away when they release the set. Now, this is a Phantom one. Do I want... Ooh, in this case, I really should check the regular jump in. No, I know they kind of did effort for this one. They did give us a jump-in event for Through the Omen Paths, but that never really showed up. Maybe it's a bit different this time. This one's all about food tokens, but could be of any color. Like, yeah. If I want to go crazy on 3 colors, this is what I would do, but I kind of want to... Yeah, usually the prop... Well, I guess this is jump in. We can safely kind of do this. This one is pretty much about +1/+1 counters on stuff. You just have to do Cabbages, I get. There's really no way around it. We're doing Cabbages. Earth Cabbages and Hot Cabbages. I guess we do Earth Rumble Cabbages here. Let's see what it does, and I probably want to check this out also. See, I hope they do a proper jump in for this one. So what do we have here? First on, let's look for our rares. Oh yeah, we do have a proper Jumpstart for this one. We have a bunch of cards that actually appear Jumpstart only, so we probably should be on the lookout for those here. Yeah, so I think we will have a proper Jumpstart for this. So we have, whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each. Okay. And Cabbage Merchant, create a food token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, sacrifice a food token. Okay, that ruins the Cabbage. But when... Oh, this is so conditional to our opponent casting non-creature spells. A bit of Earthbend. Got some really large creatures here, so I guess we're just a bear. Okay, we'll see how this turns out. I'm already starting to feel like I'm regretting this a bit. But we'll give this one a go. We'll see how it pans out. Land enters tap. Yeah, I guess we're keeping this. We can force cycle if we need to. Oh yeah, I should also remember to buy the... Yeah, having a bunch of cycling lands really helps. So this has to be... Okay, might as well just drop one of these right now. Also realizing we actually have quite a few... We actually have quite a bunch of mana dwarfs here. So let's see. We are super incentivized to cycle. We have 2 mana from here. But I kind of want to cycle. Make our land drops. Kind of want to cycle this. Earthbend X. Oh, we actually do have to Earthbend. So, but don't worry. If it dies or is exiled, it returns to the battlefield tap, so we don't get really penalized for the land loss. So I could pay for this now, or I could pay for the combat trick. Nope, opponent can see. Okay, we were taking very long. Ah! I won't say that, but it's more like we did manage to get an early advantage. We had still something to do. Yeah, we managed to get a lot of mana out quite early that way. So that's a pretty solid drop for us. Not much in the way of cabbages, but we'll take this one to go. And gems are always good. And then we saw on the lookout for the jumpstart sets, so I can start completing. Looks like a lot of people are quite invested. So far, I'm seeing a lot of people are quite invested in this. Ooh. I guess we just get merchant turn 2. Oh, this would have been fine too. So now, if our opponent answered this, this is really bad because we lose our way of well, this would get shuffled in anyway, so that's also a caveat there. So a bunch of these lands that just have to sacrifice, draw a card. Okay, whenever you attack with 2 or more legendary creatures, so we have 0, so that's gonna wait a bit. Ooh, there's an interesting trick, but I need to stack up on mana first, or rather, I need to stack the food tokens carefully. No, this is instant speed, so my plan now is to basically just crack hold priority, just ramp out our lands really quickly. As defender, you need this one is kind of the same as the one back in Lord of the Rings. Next, probably a little. Sure. Opponent really has to do something about now. Once we just holding back, eh? Okay. Full control. So trigger on the stack. Double trigger. Now it's a bit greedy because we do have other ways to benefit from the foods, our cabbages, so to speak. So I'm gonna hold back the Hog Monkey Rampage here. They might have an actual removal spell for this. We'll see what kind. Flash. No, they... Okay, they did not have the extra removal spell, or they did not have the second removal spell. So, Ruthless Waterbender. Activate only during your turn, so... But they can give this... Make this a 2/4. Okay. So... yeah, realizing this one's not great if you control a creature... Oh, this one's still fine. We can... Just for drawing cards, I think we're still fine with this. And we did get a bit of a ramp out even after discarding our lands. Okay, they have to sack that. Makes sense. Doesn't spells from cast, so we... We'll see if our opponent has removal for Uncle. We did get... Next is going to be a bunch of Hippo Cows. Oh, wait, this reach. And this is... yeah, they're gonna take it. And we're just gonna probably just start drawing cards. No, this one is some pseudo landfall. Not, it's just a condition check, not a trigger. But yeah, we need to keep 6 months. No bending here. No water bending. If our opponent is going to activate that to draw a card, this is really looking bad for us. I'm willing to take the 5. That's 7. Let me sacrifice another creature. They probably should sacrifice this one. Because if you need to draw cards, you probably want to draw cards. We'll take 6. Interesting combo there. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll actually have 3 mana left over. Yeah, might as well spend it. We lost our Cabbage Merchant. Oh wait, are these the chili flakes? Okay, so... Well, not the chili flakes. Sorry. I kind of remember this mostly from the Binging with Babish video. That isn't it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We still have 6. Oh, they dropped Fire Lord. Now he can still attack us. We will be going down to 12. Now he could just take us down to 10 by not sacrificing. Oh, no, they're gonna sacrifice it. Well, we do have a creature in our graveyard for sure. We don't have. We'll do the unlucky Cabbage Merchant again. See what they have in response. Heartless Act. No way to give it counters. Yeah, sure. Sag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I can play this just to. Then with the mana they generate, I can just sack stuff. Yeah, we just need to keep drawing cards for now. Instant put the +1 create 2 token. Okay, we'll hold on to that trick if we need to. Also remember the land enters tap, so it's not like we're getting free land this way. But I'm more concerned, let's see, sacrifice equals sacrifice creature's power. Okay, so it's firebending sack a creature. I have no idea. 6 to take the top card. Might be interesting for me to just let it go before I shuffle the Cabbage Merchant. Well, I don't know what's on top of my library. Okay, that might be a bit bad. It just gives it reach, so I would have liked it, but probably. So we're gonna see how they decide this. So I'm gonna let them resolve all their stuff. Oh, they're actually letting it go. They want the damage to get through. Okay. Now, you have to remember that we don't get to. So this makes it a 6/6. So I actually just want to crack this one first. Oh, they're just gonna let it go to that one. Okay. So search. And we're actually going to let the land go. So now they will just block. Now they will take this out instead. But we still get the land back because I like how they have to kind of spell out who it goes back to. Card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, just dump both of these. Yeah, we're here for the long haul. This is a bit nice back and forth. So what's this? Return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Tap. Ambushers, kind of ambushing. They could just tap the Trebuchet. Okay, they tap that instead. If they swing with the merchants, I will block. If they don't, I will need to start finding a way to get past it. Yeah, this is a mandatory block. They might have a combat trick. I can't really do anything about it. They did not have a combat trick, but they did have enough power to wipe both. Battle fan. And they'll still give us enough for cracking clues and all that. Fortunately, the battle fan is just a fan. Yeah, we're in it for. Oh, we drawn so many cards off this, and we will pass. No need to cycle that anymore. Wow, we drew so many cards off. No, it's not without cost. You really have to maintain that creep. Okay, that touch would kind of be annoying, and they will have the food token to. This has only reach. We kind of want to have a way to trample. Do I want to? I only have like about 2 lands or so left, so I don't think Cabbage Merchant helps us here. Yeah, I'm gonna sack these now while we have mana. Watch me regret this. Okay, create a food token for each legend. We will have 1 food token. And we can make this 6/6, so that will tangle past. And X number of creatures you control. Now I can move the blade here, so I can. I can move the blade here, or I can just move it here. But the key now is to have enough creatures to. Yeah, opponents now just I'm trying to fill. Definitely want the trample. Well, we might. Are we gonna lose because we draw too many cards? Such a very long battle. Yeah. Yeah, that one is Scarring Memories. It's a nice trick if you're attacking, but oh my gosh, it's really bad if your opponent has so much choice. Yeah, we just kind of kept drawing our way out of it. Not so much into cabbages, but but that was a lot of good draws. And we're still getting cards. Well, we're still gonna get cards from that set. So let's see, merchant again. We could, then we can also consider this tough and. Okay, this one's not a great opener. Still acceptable. I definitely want to lead up. The problem is if the merchant, you really want the merchant to stay alive for the longest part, and you also want to stack it in a way that you're able to crack a lot. So I might just play the rebellious captives first. If they have removal, so be it. Next turn I will just off. Okay. And this creature, each. Oh, okay. At the beginning of combat on your turn. Oh, okay, okay. But this is only a flat +1/+1. This is not a counter. But this is quite interesting. Not not sure how correct this is. Yeah, I suspect they have a fight effect that can come. Oh no, they definitely have one that's equal to the number. And they have that one, the spell with affinity for allies. That's a very good one. Oh, they're just plain cycling? Okay, 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 not too bad, not too bad. Create a food token, then Earthbend X, where X is twice the number of foods you control. Let's get them the free life. What's this? Oh, they have this. This activate only during your turn. This one slows them down in that they're very incentivized to crack the food, so I don't get the buff. Airbend. Okay. Okay. Almost. So we do have a way to. So if we attack this becomes a 4/3. We can make it into a 5/4, and we can make it to a 5/4. So they will be able to just block it off. 5 mana now. Oh wait. Oh wait, I have to activate first. Okay, my bad. Probably could have just attacked with this though. Yeah, oops, missequenced that one. You already presume everything, but it hasn't fired off yet, so I have to be very careful with that. Cabbage merchant, whenever. Ooh, wait. That's 5. I really need to hit that. Okay, now we have a threat that our opponent needs to answer. And because of how earthbending works, you'll need to kind of bounce. Need to kind of bounce it or shuffle it. Yeah, as it is, we've put our opponent in chump block. Yeah, they're gonna keep them recycle. Oh, no, this is their second one. Well, even if they can't attack, well, they can airbend this just to get it out, but then they'll be dealing with this instead. So, interesting. Oh no, they're just gonna go for that. They probably start hitting me with flyers. And yeah, we'll just crack one. Art key. A regular cabbage merchant first. Yeah, we're starting to chip away this so slightly. And we definitely want to drop this. They really did consider moving this out. Probably they should have. Like this one would have died folded pretty easily. Take 5. No, hold on. Yeah, there. Well, we're not exactly blocking it anyway, but well, we got. I guess we're getting a lot of food out of this. Airbend another target non-land permanent you control. They probably airbend this. So they could also airbend this if they wanted to. as long as you control a land creature. So this is always on now. If they attack with the others, I'm probably gonna block those first. If they attack with this is me still hoping to hit that 6th land so I can... Yeah, one is really just going away. Okay, 6th land. Let's see, do they have... I think they have an anti-attacking. Yep. Force them to get rid of that. This might be a bit of a tough one for us. Yep. Traded out most of our stuff. Yeah, we probably are not gonna win this one unless we can... Might as well play that first, but we're probably not gonna get our 2 legendaries. We might also have to start sacking these. I would have preferred Cabbage Merchant to be there. Okay, finally got rid of that. Fair enough. Might as well crack these, but we're probably not going to get this bad. Unless we can hit... Does our opponent's now completely shields down? But so are we. So we're taking another... Well, thankfully it's not that much. This is just... Our opponent has an answer to this. It's bad. I really need... And this is my end step, so... At least we're getting the card draw out of this. Not great, but at least we got that out. Probably will have to give up. Okay, I don't think we have any more flash features, that's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have to give up those. Yeah, the go wide is actually quite good if it really goes wide. Yeah, we still had quite a few basic ones. No. Ooh, that did not really... That was not so great, but Hey, we did make that one mistake in the sequence. I think we could have turned the tide if we did it properly. We had to. That was an instant. I did not have to throw it away that badly. So we're still on the search for our third win. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm really more interested. I'm really hoping that we do get a proper jumpstart activity event for this. So many partings, good cabbage merch. Okay, we got a decent setup. Remember back in the days when this would give you 2 energy? Man, things have changed quite a lot. I'm gonna do this first, then I'm gonna see if I can hit 4 mana so I can try. Oh, so we now actually want to start making food tokens here. Opponent definitely should be activating this if they're. Okay, we did hit our 4 mana, so. Yeah, we're playing it way too cautiously, I might add. So they are now starting to get less. Ooh, they have brainstorm? Okay, they're starting to go. Starting to churn through the deck quite a bit. This is definitely one of the lesson decks I've been hearing about. So ideally, I want to crack at least 2 of these, so get a big ramp on. Also interesting, they're not playing the land. Definitely have some sort of trick. Okay, so they can block it. Oh, they're not even gonna try to block it. That's fine. So yeah, we're definitely gonna start cracking our foods to Cabbage Merchant here. We're really gonna start needing lands here. Not a lot of expensive costs that need to be paid. Critical Seal. Oh, these are all the cute Jumpstart creatures. Not sure if I needed to full control this, but Earth Rumble. When you do up to 1 target creature control fight. get rid of their value. There we go. I am okay. I'm really curious to see what is up with our opponent there, or rather, what is up with their deck. I know it can be very finicky. It should be more controlling, but our opponent was doing a lot of draw discard, but they haven't exactly done much ever since then. So it's really hard to say what it's about. I'll probably see it when it does happen. Meantime, there's the beetle-headed merchants. Okay, so there we go. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. I'm gonna try to see if they have a special event. I know Final Fantasy had its own event. Let's see if that has changed. So events. No, Final Fantasy still has its own. But Avatar: The Last Airbender has its own as well. So this is the one that we want to start getting into. I'll probably be doing a bunch of this off camera just to start filling out the deck. I might have missed the one for True the Omen Pats if they did that one, but it is what it is. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.